Hey guys, it's Moses the Best, and I am here for a pretty special occasion, a very special occasion, and that is my 10th anniversary. I uploaded my first video on February 23rd, 2013, which, on the date that this video will be uploaded, is today. And for that 10th anniversary, I decided that it was appropriate to go back to where I started, and that would be playing Fancy Pants Adventures World 1. Which was the first video that I made, basically. So I'm going to go in here. You can change the color of your pants, but I'm gonna stick with orange, which is exactly what I did in my original video. Trophies. All of this is uninteresting stuff, by the way. I'm sorry if I'm sorry if it's dull. But hey. So Fancy Pants World 1 was made in 2006 by Brad Bourne, as you can see here. It's a Flash game that was released on ArmorGames.com. And yeah, it's a platformer. And you play as this fantastic fancy man with nice pants named Fancy Pants. And I have to say, you know, when I was a kid, I used to play Fancy Pants a lot. Although, before today, I haven't played this game in many years. But I have beaten this game a couple times today in preparation for this recording. So those are the trophies, and they don't really do anything, but they are the closest that you can get to getting a 100% playthrough. So I'm actually going to try to get all of them, and believe me, that is not a difficult task, because they're all pretty easy to find. Anyway, when I was a kid, I always found this character, Fancy Pants, to be so cool. Like, I always loved the way that, ouch. I always loved the way that Fancy Pants was animated, and like his mannerisms. I always found it to be really cool. And when I was a kid, I always heard Fancy Pants. I often heard Fancy Pants referred to like in a similar light to Sonic the Hedgehog, and I can definitely see it. So in this part of the game, you learn how to wall jump. And you can read this if you want to, but I'm not going to. And I have to say, you know, once again, the way that Fancy Pants was kind of influential for me. Like, this was the first game that I played where your character could wall jump. You know, this was before like Mega Man X or like the 3D Mario games or like the new Super Mario games. Fancy Pants was the first game, the first platformer that you could that wall jumping was a thing in, that I played. Yeah, so this is a Flash game, and there is some of that jankiness there, as you can see. Like, there's, like, the only reason I died there was, I guess because there was no collision or something. Not exactly very polished. But that isn't too much of a problem, because Fancy Pants does have 2 sequels. It is called World 1 after all. And those sequels certainly iron out. Well, I say they iron out. It's also been a very long time since I played those sequels, just like with World 1. But I remember that they were much more content filled, and Well, I guess more fun. Okay. Whoops. So that first death of mine was not because of my own mistake, but was because of the game's jankiness. But that actual death that I just had there was definitely my mistake. Ouch. It's actually, I think it's a little bit unfair how they just start you off at this part where the spider's just walking in front of you, because it doesn't really give you a lot of time to react because the spider is just like right there. Okay, use my momentum to get all the way over here. Use my momentum. Oh, come on. I could have sworn I pressed the jump button. Unfortunately, I have to be in a pretty uncomfortable position in order to record, because I'm using a keyboard to play this game. Because this is a Flash game, as I said. So it's not really very good on my shoulders. But I definitely think that in the last 10 years, I say too much, but I definitely think in the last 10 years I have gotten much better in video production. And I say definitely. But I might even say it's a fact. Because 10 years ago I was just recording a laptop. While now I am recording a screen. And actually editing the video. Could you imagine that? But 10 years, well, I would say 10 years just flies by, but when I made my channel, I was a child, so I'm not really sure if I'm in a position to be saying stuff like that. Oh man. A little too impatient there. Now I only have one life left. Sometimes things don't always go how we want them to, right? For example, when I went back to this game like 2 hours ago to prepare for this recording, I didn't die once. But now I'm on my last life when I'm actually recording. How unlucky am I? There we go. I think that's the last trophy. Oh man. I want to get more of those things, but I don't think there's any more available. Oh wait, one more. Okay, so here we go into the final boss. Yeah, this game is very, very short. But here we go into the final boss. Beware of the Angry Penguin. And this boss is stupidly easy, so I won't be dying, rest assured. But this is a Flash game, once again, which doesn't mean I can't expect anything from it. But, you know, it's just a short little project, ultimately. And that's it. I have beaten World 1. And there will be a World 2 and a World 3. But, for the sake of this video, I'm just playing World 1. And what do I think about this game? Well, it's a nice little waste of time, you know? Like, it's not the best game I've ever played, certainly not. But, I certainly think that it is, it's fun. It's fun, even going back to it many, many years later. And as for my channel, well, this channel has been a part of my life, and it has been a significant portion of my life, certainly. That's all the trophies. So, it's nice to be able to reminisce a little bit here. Even though for like 2 years my channel only had like 5 subscribers. But hey, now I have over 1,000, which is something. Anyway, I hope that this video was enjoyable, and I hope that it's been a good 10 years for you too. Even though most of you, or all of you, haven't been subscribed, certainly for that long. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today. I'm Mozart the Best, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.